Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you guys are able to join me. To my new subscribers, welcome. To my old subscribers, thank you for sticking with me, and let's get right into it. Meeting the parents can be so nerve-wracking. So today I'm going to give you 7 tips to make a first great impression. When I met my partner's parents, it was so hard. Even the days leading up to it, the years leading up to it, actually it wasn't years, but even the months leading up to it. I was always nervous when I thought of meeting my partner's parents because you want to impress them and you want to have a good relationship with them, and it feels like that one day will affect your whole relationship, but which is not true. But it's great to have a first good impression. Tip number 1, be yourself. Sometimes when we think about meeting our parents, we want to put the best of ourselves out there, but sometimes we want to change. No, maybe she won't like me if I talk too much, if I talk less, or the way you speak, the way you dress, be yourself. That's what you have to remember when meeting your in-laws. Be yourself. The more authentic you are, the more they're going to appreciate you. However, if yourself is not respectful, you need to be respectful, because every parent wants to be respected by their in-laws or their sons or daughters' partner. They want to be respected and feel respected because they deserve it. So be yourself, but be mindful that you are respectful and you speak kindly. To add on to that, when you think about being respectful is different in different cultures. Here meaning in Canada, when I talk to someone who is older than me, I can refer them by their first name. But if you meet someone who is from Africa or from Nigeria, from Zimbabwe, from Congo, who is older than you cannot refer to them on their first name basis unless they let you do it, which is rare for someone to do that. So you call an older man sir and an older woman madam, miss, ma. So it depends on the culture. So learn the culture of your partner and know what is respectful in their culture, so that when you meet your in-laws, you won't come across as disrespectful, even though you are trying to be respectful. Because it's not that you're a disrespectful person, it's just that you didn't understand the culture. So know the culture and be respectful to them in a way they receive respect. Tip number 2, dress appropriately. As for me, when it comes to this tip, I was like, I want to just dress the way I want to dress, but you're not going to a fashion show, you're not going to a party, you're not going to an exhibit, you're not going out with your friends, you're going and meet your partner's parents. So you need to dress respectfully. Don't wear revealing clothes that are a distraction to your personality. Though maybe in other settings, revealing clothes won't mean anything. But when you're meeting your parents-in-law, you have to dress respectfully. You may tell me, oh, I want to dress like you, I want to dress. But when you look at the King and Kate Middleton and all the King of the UK, the Queen, the princesses, they all dress modestly. Why? Because there's a reason why they dress modestly, why they cover their body the way they do. So dress appropriately so that they won't be distracted, not focusing on what you're wearing. So they won't be just focusing on what you're wearing, though what you're wearing will also give them an impression of who you are, but make sure it is appropriate. For example, I also wanted to wear whatever I want to wear. I'm like, I don't want to wear like too modest to the point that they think that, oh, she's a modest person, she wears like that. And I didn't want to be a hypocrite, but again, I didn't want to be disrespectful, I didn't want to be disrespectful to them. So I wore my favorite dress. I had a nice long dress which under my knee. It was beautiful, and I guess that was appropriate for the occasion. So dress for the occasion. Tip number 3, which goes back to what I said in tip number 1, greet your parents with respect. If your partner's parents want to be greeted on a first name basis, call them by their first name. If they want to be greeted as Mr. or Mrs., do that. But start with Mr. or Mrs. instead of calling them their first name, because you don't know if you have the right to call them using that name. So like I said, this was just the same as my previous tip. Greet the parents with respect. For example, my in-laws wanted to be addressed as ma and sir. It was hard. I got so used, especially living in Canada, I got so used to calling older people by their first name. So when I had to call them ma, sir, that was so hard. I tried my best. They even saw that I was trying, because sometimes I would say a word and then I'll be like, ma. My mother-in-law would see that, oh, she almost forgot to say ma, and then she actually ended up saying it. And she was like, oh, you are trying. So greet them in a way that they receive it well, and only use their first name if they give you permission to. Tip number 4, be honest and truthful. Don't lie. If you lie during your first meeting, it will bite you back. Whatever you say when you meet them for the first time, actually mean it. Because if they love you and you continue on seeing their son or their daughter and you're around them often, if you lied to them because you were trying to impress them, they will find out. No lie stays hidden forever or a secret forever. So be honest and truthful with your responses. Even though, maybe you want to show that you have so many skills. If you don't have those skills, don't say you have those skills. Speak about things you actually know. To add to that point, you should also ask questions. Don't only make it as though it's about you, as though, they are meeting you or you're meeting them, but ask questions. Show that you're curious. Show that, yes, I want to get to know your parents. I want them to get to know me. So ask questions and also respond respectfully. Tip number 5, smile. As simple as that sounds, smiling can make a very big difference. When you look at someone, you're talking to someone or you're greeting someone, the person is smiling, you feel more welcomed. You feel like, this person wants you here, this person is happy to see you. So when you see them, first can smile. When you're talking to them, smile. Be happy. Even if you are nervous, just smile, and that will make a big difference. It will show them that you are open, that you are confident, and that you are not hiding anything. You are really happy to see them and you want to get to know them. So use your God-given smile. Tip number 6, which is something that you might or you might not do. It depends. If you want to, if you're someone who is a giver, whose love language is gift giving, you can bring something small, but it depends on how you're meeting the parents. If you're going over to that place, of course, bring a bottle, a drink, or bring something. Don't go empty-handed. If you guys are meeting at a restaurant, if you want, you can bring something, but make sure you ask your partner to know, will this be okay? And don't splurge. Also, don't spend so much money on that, because who knows, are you guys gonna be together? Are you guys gonna get married? If you guys are married, okay, good. But if you guys are not yet married, you don't know what will happen. So don't splurge, but you can bring a little something and it will show that you are being thoughtful. Bonus tip, which is said to be tip number 7, relax. Don't stress. It's gonna be fine. Doesn't sound like it's a tip, but yes, it is a tip. Relax, because it can be so nerve-wracking. In the end of the day, you see it's gonna go so well. As for me, yes, it was nerve-wracking. The first time I met them was at the airport, when we went to get them from the airport, and my mother-in-law was just staring at me a lot, because that was the first time she saw me in person, and I was so shy. I answered questions, I asked a few questions, and my heart was beating. But at the end of the day, when we got home, everything was fine, everyone was friendly. So I'm just like, why was I stressing that much? So relax. The faster you are relaxed, the easier the whole conversation is going to be with your partner's parents. The better the conversations are going to be, the more authentic you're going to be, the more free you're going to be, and you're going to enjoy meeting your parents-in-law. I hope these tips helped. Those tips also helped me. And yes, did I make a first great impression? I was told I did make a first great impression. And until now, my parents-in-law, they love me. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see a video of how I met my husband, I'll put a video right up there. Like, share, subscribe, and all those shebangs. See you in the next. Bye.